There's a thing called Entrepreneurs Anonymous. And if you join and you wake up in the middle of the night with a great idea, you call any of us, you're a charter member, or you should be. We try to talk you out of it. And it was that. We had this idea and we wanted to see it through. And we knew how to make beer, and we knew, we were academics. We didn't have business experience, so we just pushed that off until we got to the point of, all right, we've all put a little bit of money in. We bought this used equipment. We've been out there every Saturday and Sunday for a year or so making beer, and it's great. We're having a good time. And there was no business plan. There was no anything, but sure, why not? Let's see how far we can get. It had just become legal to brew homebrew up to, I think it was 200, was it 200 gallons, yeah. And before that, it was still a legacy from Prohibition, that it was illegal, federal crime. And at that time, there were only 41 breweries in the United States, 41 brewing licenses. And the breweries were merging and consolidating, and every last one of them made thin lagers. We got that license, which I've still got it on my wall, brewery number 42, 1979. When we were getting started, we couldn't get hops. We had problems with labeling and all kinds of things. And so somehow I got a hold of Jeff Coors and told him what was going on, and God bless him, he took us under his wing. He invited us down to the pilot brewery, and trying to remember the pilot brewer's name.
Gil Ortega?
Gil Ortega, yep, that's right. And Gil was great. They had a 25 barrel, maybe 50, that's probably 50. And they were brewing, and they gave us, at that time, you had to keep your hops from oxidizing. You couldn't get fresh hops. And Coors had the whole thing set up, and they keep them under nitrogen. They said, oh yeah, we'll sell you fresh hops. And labeling, they helped us with that, and printed some of our early six-packs and everything else. And I asked Jeff later, why did you help us so much? Was it because of family background or what? And he said, oh, well, yeah, I mean, that didn't hurt, but at that time we were the only brewery in Colorado that had to deal with the state legislature, and we felt if there was another brewery here, it'd be better. I think also they had their pilot brewery, and they said, let's take a look at this. Maybe there's opportunity here for some new types of beers. And I think that's probably why Gil Ortega was doing it. They didn't have a pilot brewery because they wanted to make the same old lagers. They were trying out new things. And then not long after they helped us and got us started, they came out with Killian's Red.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I think it was business, and it was collegiality, and just good guy.